In the words of Genie from Aladdin, the live action movie, he said, "Brass, brass, brass." And let me show you my favorite brass collection. Let's talk about it. Hi friends, it's Mari from Mari Hiraya Archives, and today we get to talk about another favorite of mine, and it's brass. It's just one of those things that is just, I don't know, it is one of my favorite types of material. I don't know, it's because of how it ages and how it looks. I just love the look of brass, and so throughout the years I have accumulated a humble collection of brass objects, and as you can see, a lot of these objects actually have patinaed pretty well, and I don't know, I just want to kind of do a show and tell and show you my favorite brass items that I've been using throughout the years, and the ones that I found. A lot of these items are either bought from Japanese brands, and a lot of these were thrifted that I found either thrifting or vintage shopping and so forth. So there's a lot to talk about, so let's get started. Okay, first off, let me go ahead and set some of these things aside and figure out how we want to go, which route we want to take. Maybe I'll get the bigger items out of the way and then we'll go to the smallest. Yeah, let's do that. I like that. As you can tell, I don't really have a plan other than just chatting about these items. Now, a lot of these items I use, now this is just like my stationery stuff. If we talk about like home decor, I mean, this love for brass goes beyond stationery. It filters into my house. So I do have a collection of like brass candlesticks, brass bowls, you name it. It's just one of those things when I go thrifting. It's just one of those items that I make sure I look out for are brass items. What else? Wooden frames, brass frames, vintage looking frames, and baskets, and I think other things, but those are the main staples when I'm out and about. I can't say no to brass. Okay, first off, let's go with this big book right here. This is the Superior Labor A5 book. This is one of my favorite covers. This actually is, I had to kind of hack it because the way this book works is that it has, and this is the reason why I added it to my brass collection of favorites, is because of this brass detail on the ends. And what I mean by I had to hack it is this has a brass rod right in the middle, and this is actually made to just hold, I believe it's A4 size loose paper. And so what you do is you just thread the loose paper through this brass rod, and it's just like, it becomes like a notebook for it. But I don't own A4 size. I don't use A4 size. I do use A5 size. And so what I ended up doing, just kind of sewing a flap here to be able to kind of insert an A5 notebook. But what I have found recently to do was I got an MD notebook, and it has those clear covers, and it just so happens that there's enough space at the end that I was able to thread this brass rod through it, and so now it holds it pretty securely. And so if you can see, there's that brass rod right there. But this is one of my favorite covers because of the fact of this brass detail. I think it looks so beautiful on the shelf. And but yeah, if you can kind of see, So this is one reason why I love this, is because of the brass detail. Okay, next up I have my Traveler's Company standard size Traveler's Notebook. Now a lot of my Traveler's Notebook has a lot of brass details on it. I've had it like customized to where I have the brass rivets on it, and actually let me show you what I mean. So as you can see, and actually I should have actually included this Traveler's Notebook, but as you can see here, I have a ton of brass charms on here that has aged beautifully. This is the Superior Labor, this is the Traveler's Company, and of course these two are Traveler's Company. And then here's another one for it's the Traveler's, is it the Traveler's Company and Baumkuchen, or is it just Baumkuchen? But anyways, as you can see, my love for brass extends over to the decoration and customization of my Traveler's Notebook. So excuse me, this is one of the Traveler's Notebooks that carry most of my brass charms. So I should have included this. Well, I'm including it now. So yes. All right, next up is this Traveler's Notebook, and I love this is because it has this didn't come with it. I actually took it from a anniversary bag from Baumkuchen, and this was part of it, and I ended up just taking off that and just adding it here. But I love the look of it. I love the look of it as a shield, and it says "with you," and then this is also another favorite charm of mine that is brass. It's from the Superior Labor. You can see it. I love the crane on it. I love birds, so I think they're beautiful animals, and so I really love that. Another favorite of mine that is brass is this money clip. I just love how it looks on here. It's made for money, but it looks really cute on a Traveler's Notebook or attached to a notebook. And then while we're on the subject of clips, these brass clips are my favorite, and I have a few different kinds. And let me see if there's anything else in here. Some of my favorite kinds is I don't have all. They have different kinds of this, but I think I only have 3 versions. I don't know where I put. Oh, the other one is. I don't know where the other one is, but I have a Starbucks Reserve one. You can see. And then I also have a Traveler's Notebook that says "Have a nice trip." And then I also have another one. I cannot find it. I think my husband has it on his Traveler's Notebook. So I like these brass clips. I use this for whenever I'm journaling to kind of keep the pages open for me. And that is one of my favorites. And then another favorite clips of mine that are brass, and these are pretty hefty, they are heavy, are these two. I actually found this. These are vintage pieces, I believe. I found this on eBay. I loved the pineapple. I think that is so cute and it's different. I don't see a lot of people having a lot of pineapple clips, but I thought that was the cutest. And it's pretty hefty. It's heavy. And this one, you've probably seen these before. I don't know specifically if this is a reproduction, but it's definitely made of hard, heavy brass. And it doesn't have like a mark or maker's mark on it that I can see. But I love the look of this. This is actually another way that I like to keep my notebooks open. Let's go to here. So for example, if I need this, I would just use that like that to keep it open, which is so cute. and sometimes if I need reinforcement, I need two. But these are great, and I love the weight of it. Okay, next up, since I already have this open, another favorite of mine as far as brass items is this Traveler's Company, or I want to say Midori, brass plate. I put this on everything. I put it on boxes, on baskets, on my traveler's notebook. I love it. You can actually either sew it on like I did with this one, or you can actually attach it using the adhesive that it comes with. And I actually have a box here of all my brass plates that houses all my brass items. So this is I don't even know where I bought this from. Probably from like Home Goods or something, but I just love the look of it, the vintage look of it. But it's just a book, but it looks like a book, but it opens up as storage. And so this is where I keep all my brass plates. So this is how it looks unattached, but these are one of my favorite brass plates. I also have a few. Now, Traveler's Company, they have really great brass items. I like getting their clips, their page clips. This is also brass. And then like brass paper clips are my favorite brass paper clips. But yeah, so definitely, and I think this is brass as well. Yep, this is brass as well. And I believe this is from the Traveler's Company. But yeah, so I have a little box filled with that. So that's one of my favorite things. This right here is one of my favorite charms. It's made out of brass. It is made by Manual Factory, and it's in collaboration with the Traveler's Company. So Log On is the company that Manual Factory is from. And it's a collaboration, and I just love this little bear brass charm. It's one of my favorites. Okay, so that's that. And as you can see, this whole notebook has a Manual Factory theme going on. This is Manual Factory, and then this is also Manual Factory. These actually go together. They're keychains. And so I don't know, I love bears, so I think that's what drew me to that brand in the beginning. So really cute. So that's another beautiful brass charm that I love. Another brass charm that I absolutely love. Again, I love fishes. I don't know, I love fishes, I love birds, I love bears. But I love fishes, and when I saw this in, I think it was 2024, a release of the Traveler's Company, I had to have it. And I actually almost missed this because a lot of the times they were out of stock, and so I found a couple of shops that actually still had it in stock. So I was like, you know what, let me go ahead and grab this before it goes out of stock. But it's like this beautiful little fish. Right now it's on my recipe book. I'll talk more about this in another video, but it's a food recipe notebook that I use, and so this was very fitting to have this on here. But again, a favorite brass item. Super cute. I love that. Okay, next up is, this is another favorite. I haven't used this in a while, but it's a hand. I forgot the official term of this. But it has patinaed quite a bit. But a lot of people use this either to hold paper or to be a cute decoration for their traveler's notebook, or for it to hang on the string of it. And so a lot of people just kind of have it hanging like that. But I thought I'd mention this because I've had this for so long. There you go. It's super cute. That's one. And then another great brass item is this. This is made from the Superior Labor. It is their brass ruler, and it has patinaed beautifully. It has aged beautifully. I've had this since 2018, and I don't know, it's just one of those favorite things. I like aged brass. I don't want to make it shiny or anything. I just like the look as it ages, so I leave it as is. But this is a great brass piece that I use on a daily basis. So that's one. And then let's see. Okay, we're going down to the little pieces. So this is actually a new one that I just recently purchased back in December. It's from the brand Archer and Olive, and I like these tweezers because like from time to time it's hard for me to grasp my stickers, and so I've been using this one. It's not brass. I think it's from Muji, not Muji, but MU. They make those little sticker transfers, and this is what I've been using so far, and I like the shape of it. And then I saw this in December, and I was like, you know what, let me try it. I haven't tried it out, but I thought I'd mention it because I like that it's brass. And so definitely once I start using, I know it's going to be a favorite of mine. Okay, next up, okay, let's do this one. This is from the Travelers Company. This is their brass pen case, and it's just super simple. I honestly don't use it as a pen case. It's a beautiful, sleek looking, but I actually use it to hold my stamps on my desk. So what I usually like to do is I will take whatever my current stamps are, and if it wasn't for this beautiful dish that I found, I probably would be using this to hold my current stamps. But this is what I do for my stamps that I'm currently using that would just sit pretty on my desk as I use these. But yeah, so this is what I usually use it for. So I don't use it for a pen holder. I mean, you can technically, but I love brass, right? But I don't like metal to metal. I just don't. It makes my ears feel weird. And so I don't like metal on metal. But this is what I usually do with these, is like I just use it to house my my stamps, and then it'll just sit pretty on my desk. So that's how I use it. But still a favorite brass item nonetheless. For now, it's just kind of sitting on my shelf until I'm ready to use it again when I feel the need to change up my deskscape. It's been like this since October, so I haven't gotten tired of it. But usually when it's your favorite items, you don't really get tired of the items fast. You usually live in it, and that's what I've been doing. Is I've been living in all my stationery stuff. Okay, so this is a favorite of mine. I love how it patinaed. So, okay, another brass item is this Ginger scissors, and I really like this one, and it's held up pretty good. Like I've had this for a while. I want to say 2017, 2016, and it looks really, really good. I like how it looks. Comes with this nice little scissor sheath, and I love the look of it. Now I usually use this. This is my current favorite. Let's Buy Tools to Live By. This is my favorite scissors at the moment, and I did recently acquire this item. This is a brass scissors as well. This is from Archer and Olive, and so there's 3 different sizes, and this one I like to use to fussy cut just because it's really thin and it can get really into those details. But this is a great brass scissors. Okay, next up, what else do I have? Oh, okay, speaking of like charms and labels, this right here, you can see it says it's my initials, M, and this was a vintage find as well. I don't know how old it is, but I found this thrifting and I thought this was really cool. I like the font of it. It's really nice. And so, okay. And if you hear anything in the background, that is probably somebody in the kitchen. And what I have here is another favorite of mine is this little detail here. It's from the Superior Labor. I don't know if you can see it right there. This little tip. Such a small little piece, but it makes such a nice impact, especially on your notebook. I love how it looks. It's this one. It has patinaed, but not as much as my other ones that I've had for a while. But I love this little brass piece. It's really cute. All right, up next, let's talk about these. This also is another thrift/vintage find. I believe these were in France, made in France. But they're little wax seals, hot stamps. I always forget how to say it. Hot wax seals. You know, where you heat up the little wax balls and then you seal it with this. And I loved the beautiful details on this. You can see, sorry, my hands are like, I have like hyperhidrosis. You guys heard of that? Where you have sweaty palms. I can't control it. And so, but anyways, so I love the details of this. I love how tiny they are. And of course, because they're brass, this one looks like, I don't know, it's like a chess piece. It's so cute. But it just has like my initial M. This is a heart. I love hearts. It's like a floral design. And then my initial B. So it's super pretty. Another great vintage brass find that I like to keep in my stationery collection. And this does have a marker. Oh, it's Italy, not France. Italy. Okay. Up next are, this is a brass pencil, mechanical pencil made out of one piece of brass. Forgot what brand this is, but I got this back in 2016. This is definitely a investment piece. I would say it was super expensive for what it is. It's a mechanical pencil, but I've had this for such a good time, and it's an investment piece, so it has aged beautifully and I use it every single day, and so don't regret it. Definitely love this. Definitely an heirloom piece that I could pass down to my kids. And yeah, I forgot what brand this is. Doesn't have the branding on it, but if I can remember, I will definitely put it in the description box. Another favorite of mine is from the Travelers Company. It's their brass pen. So I use this quite a lot, especially in my monthly planner. I actually just have to buy a new refill because I've used it. I need new ink for it. But I love the size of this. I love how it's patinaed. I like how tiny it is, and then it kind of, you uncap it and post it and it becomes like a full-size pen, but it's super convenient and I like the size of it. It's one of my favorite pens to have and to use. There's that. Another favorite brass is from the German brand Kaweco, but it's their brass sport. And this is a fountain pen that I'm currently using, and it's currently inked up. What is it inked? I currently ink it. Let me check my card. The platinum carbon black is what it's currently inked. But this is another favorite pen of mine, and as you can see, it's starting to patina. I love the look of it. Yeah, this is a great one. And then what else do we have? Oh, special mentions. I recently got these. These are brash. This is brass card stands. This is by Shisei. That's the brand, Shisei. I don't know what I'll use this for, but I thought they were super cute. They're just card stands, and I figured I could probably use this to display some of my postcards and stuff. I don't know. It said brass. I said mine. I will buy it. And so I haven't found a use for it, but I'm sure I will somewhere. And so that's that. And then also I love brass safety pins, and this is made, I think, from the same brand. But I found these, and they're cute little safety pins. Again, I don't know what I'll use these for, but it says brass, so I said, okay, I'll buy you. And so I did. But I am a collector of brass stuff, and so I couldn't say no to it. Another favorite that I found thrifting as well is this beautiful brass clipboard. Oops. It has an owl on it, and isn't it so beautiful? It doesn't have a maker's mark on it, but it is the most beautiful clipboard. And it's the size of a postcard, I would say, and it houses like a lot of the drawings that I've done, but it's about the size of cardboard. And so I like to clip my drawings on it, but it is so pretty, and it's nice and heavy, and yeah, I'm happy to have this in my collection because I love owls, of course, because it's a bird. So that is another favorite of mine. And what else? I've showed you this. Oh, I do have this. I mean, it's not stationery, but I do drink a lot of tea, and so I have this brass hourglass, and it's from Magic Hour, which is where I get my tea from. But each one is like 2 minutes, 3 minutes, and 5 minutes. So it tells you, like, if you want your tea strong, you follow this one. 3 minutes, medium, light, 2 minutes. And so it's brass, and it's beautiful, and I love the look of it. And I mean, you can actually just use this. They call it mindful minutes. So like if you're journaling or tea, you could use that. But that one is definitely a mention. And then also I found this at Target, and Target usually has a lot of nice brass stuff if you are looking, but I found this beautiful clipboard. It's actually quite large, won't even fit in the frame. I haven't used it. It comes with an undated calendar. Not sure what I was going to use this for, but I think I might use this for my social media planner, so I could write down when my videos are scheduled to. I mean, I have it in my notebook, but it's nice to actually have it out to see. So I might use that as that. And it has a little pen holder at the end, and it comes with a brass pen. So, and I think I only paid like $12 for it, or $20. It was really affordable. And so it's a great piece, and you can hang it. But I thought this was a great score, and it's brass, and I'm sure I can find something for it. So this was a great find, and I'm sure it will age beautifully. And then also, last but not least, I'm gonna have to go grab it, because I actually bought this for Christmas in 2023 to house my Christmas cards. And when I displayed it this year, you know, I had the studio, I displayed it on my desk, and I was like, you know what? this is actually really cool. I think I want to keep it year round. And so this is it. Okay, so kind of give you, it is a card holder. It's a brass card holder. Take these off. It's a brass card holder, like so. Super pretty. I love the scallop details on it. It's from Hearth and Hand Magnolia. And I think I probably paid less than 20 bucks for this. But it was during their Christmas line. And I saw it, I was like, you know what? This is really pretty because one, it's brass. Two, it's scalloped. I love details like that. And so I was just going to use it for Christmas. And so I would house our Christmas cards on there. And then this past year, when I decided that I wanted to add my favorite postcards, that's what I ended up doing. And so now it just sits on the edge of my desk, really pretty, with all my favorite postcards. And it looks just like that. And I'll probably mess it up because I'll have to rearrange it again later. But it looks just like that. And it sits on top of my desk. And that's how it would look. Isn't it the cutest? And so this is one of my favorite brass pieces that I like to display my stationery. And I'm sure I probably have a bunch more. But then I might be confusing it with the fact that I have a lot of brass around my house. So I'm like, wait, that doesn't fit in this video because we're talking about my stuff that I use for my stationery. But yeah, I mean, this is one, I don't know, do you guys have like a favorite material that you like to collect? I mean, for me, brass is such a timeless classic item that looks beautiful everywhere, in everything, honestly. And I definitely want to surround myself, especially in my stationery world, in my little space here. I want to be surrounded by more, or not more, but like all of my favorite items. And so brass is one of those materials, and it's just beautiful and classic. Do you have one of those? Like, I know I have a few copper pieces. I know a lot of people love copper. Do you love brass as much as I love brass? I hope you like this video. It's just kind of showcasing my brass collection and how I use it in my stationery. And I know it's brought me so much joy, and it's just one of those things that love seeing it in my space. I do have this brass container. It actually houses my mic pieces, but I don't know, I like to romanticize my life. Like, I make sure that even the smallest things like my mic is showcased and put in beautiful displays. And I don't know, that's just the way I am, especially with the things that I'm surrounded by on a daily basis. So I hope you enjoyed this video, taking a glimpse of my other obsession, brass. But it's one of those things that is a love for me. And I don't know, do you incorporate brass in your space? Let me know down below. Let's talk about it. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.